Why? Literally, I was about to book tooth rat. You freaking kid. Right, Eviescape, get out of here, bro. Like, I swear to God, I was about to make this video. I don't know if I caught that where I turned the recorder on and he just immediately appeared, but he literally just logged in that very second, bro. Stupid. Damn right, turn around with your shit cape, bro. Look at my cape. Wait, hold up. Hold on, myth cape. Wait, that better not be a max. No, he's level 112. Noob. Damn right, you better get cooking. All right, how do we do YouTube again? I need to remember how to do this. Okay, step 1. Done, okay, beautiful. There we go, we're looking good. This is good. Good YouTuber right now. Step 2. Maybe I should have wrote a script. Peace. See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to what is next for the YouTube channel. And yes, many of you have guessed it. It is true. We are inspired by Settled, and we are going to be making a 1 tile at a time account. But I have no interest in Ultimate Iron Man, so we're going to do it on a hardcore instead. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Bow Tile. Well, it better be Bow Tile, I swear to Christ. If some guy yoinked this name, I'll be so mad. Please, please, just look up the name. No one has this name. Yeah, my man. Alrighty, let me open up the good old Settled series to make sure that I've got everything correct here, to make sure I'm following the rules correctly. Obviously, I'm going to be playing on a hardcore, so I can't die. And if we die, the series is basically going to be over. I've got a plan, though, so we should be good. My plan is basically just trying to unlock as many tiles as possible in one area, aka like wood cutting. And then what we can do is unlock everything we require in a specific area of the game. I am an experienced player, my dear brother and Bill. Let's go! Now, you might be thinking that being an ultimate and a tile, it's going to kind of be the same, and it's not going to be that exciting. I have a big twist on this account. And I'm going to tell you that twist after I finish this tutorial island. Oh, the amount of times that I have actually spoke to this dude over here. Look at this guy. And just selected the hardcore Iron Man mode. Man, I've done this so many times. I'm just going to set a bank ping because I think I have to. 1, 3, 3, 6. All right, here we go. The first tile. Where are we? Where do we spawn? We have selected Knight to H3. My friend, you are my tile. You are what's going on. Now, I believe we drop everything at the beginning here, but this is our initial tile, so we need to basically just get this rat and get this man and basically just level up our account until we can basically smash everyone. If we die, the series is over. The extra rules, by the way, I forgot. Go, baby, ladies and gentlemen. You might as well just call me the master of the tile. I just don't think any player can be better than me at this game. I'm just too good. Please, no! You freaking... That guy cheated! Bro, Knight to H3, mate. If you're a tile man, you just cheated, and we all saw that. Well, that was the Tile Man mode series. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Well, that was that. I gave it a go, but unfortunately, I think we do need to leave the Tile Man mode to the superior RuneScape players out there. Good luck to everybody that's doing it. Clearly, it's not for me. Which brings us, obviously, to what really is actually next for the channel. I had to take the opportunity. I do hope that none of you were, like, really excited for me to create a Tile Man mode. In all honesty, I was never going to make one. That is something that I would like to enjoy watching, actually. So, that'll be enjoyable. For me, what's next? Now, there's probably a lot of guesses right now. Obviously, I've been gone for a while. And obviously, I think a guess is obviously going to be, is there another hardcore I've been playing the past 4, 5, 6 months since the last one died? The answer to that is no, apart from the one I just died on. There is something in RuneScape that I call the hardcore Iron Man trap, where you make a hardcore Iron Man and you lose interest in the whole game because it's just so much more fun to play when you have one life. That is something that might be very relevant to you. It was something that was relevant to me because I admitted it in basically every video I ever created that I basically did not enjoy RuneScape if I wasn't playing on a hardcore Iron Man. Now, that time has passed. I've been very ill the past few months, and what that basically did is leave me bedbound for a month, where I couldn't even play the game in any way, shape, or form. And I wasn't even actively playing the game at this point. I was playing the league, actually. I was right in the middle of the league. And spending a month of my life basically not being able to play RuneScape or even do anything has led me to the biggest unburn of this game I've ever had in my entire life, as far as I'm aware. The idea to me right now, on the 6th of April, of creating another hardcore Iron Man is the worst idea I could ever think of. the odds of me creating another hardcore Iron Man, in my opinion, is 0.1%. Now, the reason I don't say 0 is because I might make another in the future in order to create a new series. This would be basically a RuneScape account I create purely for content. Normally, I like to play the game because I want to play a hardcore Iron Man, like off stream as well. This would be 100% content that I want to create, which would basically be an Inferno Cape from scratch on a group Iron Man. That series I don't have any plans to do as of yet because I don't really want to right now, but that's the only chance I create another hardcore in the future. I've beat the hardcore Iron Man trap. I'm finally free. Now that brings to another one. Will I be playing regular Iron Man? You will remember 2 of my accounts, or 10 of my accounts even. Screw Moonling is one of them, obviously, in the past, but the 2 we're talking about today is Aussie Nam Died and Gru Noon Crew, my 2 previous hardcores that have both died, and both were my personal bests on the Iron Man game mode. Now, both of those are actually de-ironed at this point. I de-ironed them both. I have no interest in playing the Iron Man game mode either. The game mode that I'm going to be playing moving forward, as far as I'm aware, isn't one that I'm doing for content. It's just doing one because I want to do it. I want to play the game this way. And there is no series. There is no hardcore. There is nothing. I just want to play the game. I just want to play on a main with no restrictions and just do everything possible. I want to rewind the clock briefly before I go on to the next part. I've quit RuneScape in the past a few times, and I'm sure some of you have as well. One of those times I actually quit in 2009, and that was to play Modern Warfare 2. And the reason I quit is because when I was playing Modern Warfare 2, I was very interested in unlocking what was known as gold titles, which required things like 1,000 in specific things in the game. I obtained 27 of these gold titles before I entered a challenge lobby and was hacked to have absolutely everything in the game, and immediately I just quit because I had no interest. I played for KDR at that point, and that's when I started getting angry at the screen when people would beat me. Now, no one actually beat me. It was lag every single time. No one ever outgunned me. I won every single 1v1, completely fair. It was okay. And that brings me to RuneScape. The reason I mention that, because it's really off topic, is I was unlocking gold titles to complete the game, basically. And the interest that I had when I was unburning is something called the collections log. And now you will understand what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing this game unrestricted of anything. But while I'm doing it, I'm going to be working to the best of my ability on completing the entirety of this collection log. Not including certain things, which basically will never happen. There's no way that I'm going to be getting all the third age. It's not going to happen. But everything outside of this, I think, is basically possible, assuming I get spoons some items such as maybe the Jar of Darkness or whatnot. But overall, I just want to be able to do everything in the game. You might think that that's just so boring, but look at all these bosses. Now, I'm not on a hardcore Iron Man, so right now, at the click of that finger I just did, I could go kill any of these, except for maybe the Smoke Devil because I don't have a task. But I have to basically unlock everything. Ooh, I already have an item there. Nice. I can do anything in the game. I have all the freedom. There's no restrictions. I can log in and play 2 hours and do something. I don't have to record everything. It doesn't matter if I die. And you might think that this is so empty at the moment that I'm not really serious. But the past 2 months, basically, and this is where Skill Specs is very interested, what have I been doing for the past 2 months? Well, the past 2 months I've been working on unlocking the mini games. Things that I don't really think would be too exciting to stream. I've been unlocking all of these. These involve the Brimhaven Agility Arena. Castle Wars has been completed. I even did Temple Trekking. And by Temple Trekking, I actually pronounced the wrong one. I did Trouble Brewing. So if this log already showing Trouble Brewing doesn't show that I'm pretty serious about the interest in actually doing this, well, yeah. I'm extremely excited for the Last Man Standing log. I believe this is probably the hardest in the game to complete to some extent in the minigames because of 1,000 LMS wins. This means that I will need to kill about 7,000 players to actually get this, not including when I lose fights. If you've seen the RuneScape documentary, you'll remember that I actually mentioned that I've killed about 10,000 people in the wilderness up to the point it came out, which is about 2011 or 12. I have to kill more than that realistically just to complete this one log. So that means I'm going to be PvPing, and I need to become very, very good at PvP to increase my win rate to obviously decrease the amount of time it takes to beat this log. I've got some others in there that I'm going to enjoy doing, but I will be completing as many of these as possible in the short term before I can get back to actually streaming. But I'm extremely excited for things like the Champions Challenge and most definitely not Motherload Mine. But I like, and this is what I've really been enjoying, the freedom to do anything I want in the game. No restrictions, maximum gear, learn everything. And yes, that does mean there will be Inferno speedruns to come. I've been hounded to do those. They are coming. Now, on top of that, obviously a lot of RNG in there. It does include collecting all the pets in the game. I'm quite excited, actually. But RNG goals means that I can play for a month and actually achieve absolutely nothing. Now, if I achieve nothing, is that going to demotivate me? Well, not really, because I understand that the goals are what they are. However, I also have done another thing that I don't know how I managed to do this, but I'm so happy I did, and I'm so excited because I don't know how I did it. I've managed to create a value for money in RuneScape again. Basically, I've not really cared about GP for the past forever years, ever. I've really never cared about GP. I just managed to do everything and whatever, and just play the game. I've managed to create it to the point where I want to earn gold. And the way I'm doing this is, if you look into my bank right now, I have something that's called the rare set, which is basically one of every single rare in the game. Now, we know that a rare set in old school RuneScape is absolutely worthless. That tab there is probably worth about 300k at best. There was a RuneScape player back in the day who went under the name of Omostado, who you will also know as Castle Wars, who was also the first player to a trimmed completionist cape. Now, he had a YouTube series probably about 10 years ago, which was to actually obtain a rare set in RuneScape 3. This rare set in RuneScape 3 nowadays is probably worth maybe 1 trillion GP. In old school RuneScape, it's worth 300k. I have created my own rare set. I have my own goals that I want to go for. There is no discontinued items in RuneScape, but what I want to try and do is I want to try and obtain every single piece of Third Age in the game, just to have in my bank as my own personal rare set. There's even some missing from here. I'm not sure how to find them all. Here we go. This is every single piece of Third Age. I want to try and obtain all of these in my bank over the next few years. While obtaining something like, let's say, a General Grotto pet. Let's say it takes me 7,000 Grottos to get it. In that 7,000 Grottos, I might make 1 billion GP in drops. Those billion GP in drops won't even buy me a single piece of this Third Age. They'll buy me some of the cheaper stuff, but not the better stuff. And the idea that gold is now so desirable to me means that I actually value my GP. I can still spend it, of course, but if I get a drop, it has the same effect knowing it's worth this GP as it does on an Ironman. And the best part is, a collection log's basically Ironman. I have to do everything. I have to get every single drop. I just get to start with max stats, max gear, be able to trade players, play with other players, do whatever I want, get there, play the game as an MMO. And I'm extremely excited in order to actually sink myself into this. In the short term, I've only been doing boring stuff such as minigames. But I've had so much fun doing this that I can't wait to get to actually training. Now, on top of this, we have another goal as well. And these ones are sort of like, I've played RuneScape for 19 years. 2003, I started this game. And some questions you could ask that are very popular, the answer to me are no. One of those, have I ever had Third Age from a clue scroll? No, I've not. So I would like to try and get Third Age from a clue scroll. Doing this, I have a very ugly tab. I've not actually tidied it, but I have 19 reward hard caskets. We're going to open one for fun right now. If I open Third Age, I'm literally, hey, I got a collection log. Hey, see what I mean? Boom, I got a collection log. That's just how it works. It's fun. Did I get 2? Oh, I got 2. And I got 3. And that's just how it works. I unlock collection logs and we go from there. But I would like to get Third Age from a clue scroll as well. But there's another one. I've never had 200 million experience in a skill on this game, not even on my RuneScape 3 account. So I'm also going to be working over the course of the years on 200 million Slayer experience. Probably my favorite skill in the game, but we can do every single boss task through Slayer to obtain as many pets as possible outside of working on certain bosses that are not in Slayer. And through doing 200 million Slayer, I am going to do every single hard clue I can get that's realistic. I'm not going to leave a Slayer task to go do it if it's like a Dagon of King task. I'm going to do every single elite clue that I get, and eventually I'll be doing every single master clue in order to try and get the Bloodhound. So the whole game that I have been restricted from, and let's say deprived from for the past 6 years, is now something that I want to do. I want to go to LMS all day and kill hundreds of players. I want to do clue scrolls. I can do clue scrolls. I want to do random bosses, random mini games. I want to do the Champions Challenge. There is no restrictions. The entire game is open to me now. No stuck in a specific area, no one tile at a time, no whatever. It's just I log in and I'm playing RuneScape. I can play with other people because I'm not an Ironman, and I can unlock and complete everything in the game over the course of years. And in a year from now, I might not have achieved much, but I'll tell you one thing. There won't be a 2-month YouTube break for my hardcore Ironman dying because there is no resets or setbacks on this. I can never burn out unless I just get bored of the game, which I highly doubt. I've played RuneScape for about 19 years, and you might be able to tell the enthusiasm in my voice for going forward with this. So it's going to be good. Anyways, before we end this video, I'm going to show you 2 accounts. And here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 RuneScape accounts of mine. We have Aussie Nam Died and Grunum Crew. Grunum Crew being my former and final hardcore Ironman that I believe I ever make. Aussie Namdide being one of the best I ever created. Now, both of these accounts have billions of GP on them. We're going to liquidate them, and we're going to transfer all the money onto this account, and we are going to buy ourselves the first of our third age tab to begin ourselves into this. Well, here we go. Let's just run through the name of every single hardcore. If you've watched my channel for years, you might have been bored of hardcores. You may have loved me playing hardcore, and you might be sad to hear that I'm never playing one again. The true reason is I disconnected on my other one, and I disconnected while using a business lease line of internet alongside having phone tethers and everything. It will happen again, and I can't be bothered with the reset in all honesty. This is Aussie Namdide. You may remember this account. It is an absolute beast of a hardcore. Was the best hardcore I made at the time by a long shot. Probably one of the best progressed hardcore at the time with the method that I did. And it's over. I'm now going to liquidate. Yay! 9,500 anglerfish. I'm now going to sell everything in this bank. Oh man, it depresses me. I've not got any of these 3 pets on Bowie. I'm going to sell everything in this bank that I can be bothered to sell. I'm going to transfer all the gold onto Bowie. And then I'm going to go onto my other hardcore ammo, which if I pull the recorder over, is Grunum Crew, which is the one I recently died on. They're basically identical in stats, which is interesting. I'm going to transfer all the items off Grunum Crew as well onto Bodhi, see how much cash we've got, and see what third age item we can purchase. So, let me jump onto Aussie quickly. I'm going to just jump some of the most expensive items out of the bank, price check them, and then I'm going to go and sell them. Alrighty, here's just a random batch of the goodies. I think I price checked this. Can I? I don't think I can. I can price check this out. I think I price checked this. It was over 1 billion gold, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1.2 billion gold without actually putting these ones in there. So this is obviously a nice big injection into the account. This is going to be good. Right, I'm going to go and sell it all, and we'll see what we finalize with. I'm going to sell everything, so it'll be worth more than 1.2 billion, maybe minus grand exchange tax, and then we do Grunum Crew. And there we go. Okay, Aussie has been liquidated. As you can tell by the bank, I have been true to my word. I sold everything. Not everything, but I sold everything of value to the bank. And we have finished off the Aussie Namdide account with a 1.55 billion GP net worth. I sold everything a bit lower, so I might have scraped 1.6 if I was slower, but we have 1.5 billion gold there, which I'm going to log onto Bodhi now, and I'm going to transfer over, and hopefully I don't get banned for real world trade, because this account hasn't been used in a very long time, and I'll laugh if that happens. All right, let's run up and trade. 1.55 billion GP over to the Boaty RuneScape account and accept, and that is that. Let me log off of Aussie, and now let's do Grunum Crew. Man, the big pirate. Bro, the pets. Wait, I have 2 little Zix, another Heron, Grado pet, Rocky. I'm actually looking for, Vorka. Oh, no, Vorky as well. Ooh, okay, right. Let's get liquidating. I don't know if I can't sell the pirate hat. I'm sorry, I can't sell it. And there we go. That is the Grunum Crew account liquidated for 1.1 billion. A bit more than I actually expected, but there was just little things in there that just added up. Like I did TOB and all these vials of blood and rune ores and stuff were very expensive. So, both of my hardcores, both of my best hardcores, I've already liquidated Screw Moomly by Tayrox in the past, but Aussie Namdide and Grunum Crew both liquidated 2 of my best runs, and I have nothing to show for them, except for one thing. You know, it has been a very, very, very long time since I've ever had a max cash stack in this game. I've been on Ironman for the past 7 years, so I haven't even got close. I don't think I've ever had a max cash stack on old school, if I think. I think we're talking back to the time I was selling fire capes in 2010 to when I had a max cash stack. Oh, it looks really good. The max cash and the rare set looks fantastic. Right, let's conclude this video and begin the opening of everything. 2.6 billion GP in platinum tokens. I feel like a staker. You know, I'm never insanely rich on this game because I don't stake, which is normally where the money is. I have to grind the game. The combination of all of my Ironman and hardcores that I created over the course of the past, I don't know how many years, has equaled over 5 billion GP. My entire bank on Bodhi, 4.2 bill, I do have some random items just selling at really extortionate price in the Grand Exchange, is just earned through Peckish Whale's run from years ago. So, let's go purchase the item that begins the tab. And here we are, Mr. Atty. Oh God, don't report him. We're going to be trading and purchasing. Oh, no, he wielded it. The third age pickaxe, an item worth 2.6 billion GP. And this is where I go into, thank you, sir. This is where I go into the point that this is my rare set in the game. 2.6 billion GP for a third age pickaxe. That could be a 2.6 billion for a red party hat back in the day. But this pickaxe actually has some use. I can use this in raids, and I can use it in the rune crafting mini game, and I'm very happy with that. I don't think I'm ever going to sell this pickaxe because I don't really know what's going to happen to the price of it, but I have very more to obtain. That made no sense. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video as we begin the adventure. See this pickaxe right here? This is basically combined. All of Aussie Namdad and all of Granoom Crew has earned me this pickaxe. This is all I have to show for it. And right now I'm addicted to the rune crafting mini game, so I get to flex the pickaxe while I'm mining the rocks. Woo!